G'day folks, welcome to another Cryptic Crossword stream. I'm starting a bit later tonight. I've had a long day and week, honestly. So really my plan tonight is a short stream, 2 cryptics, maybe words on stream, and that's it. I'm physically cooked and I've got a couple hours in me at most, so I did want to do Ninja's puzzle, which we'll do first. So we'll do that, and then if ZeroNickel's around, we'll do their puzzle, and then words on stream, hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, welcome Tace, as always, first come for the rank. Hope you're well. Hey Ninja, and hey Ignitus. Hope you're all well. So this is from a month ago. Yep, got it. Yep, I did see on the Discord, so thank you for that. This is from about a month ago, and I did Ninja's first puzzle, one of the first. It was nice, so I thought I'd do another one. Which is 11 squared, so sort of a shorter one to start, and then we'll do this one, which is 15 squared. So here we go. That looks all fine. It fits. Oh, no, it does not fit. That does not fit on the screen. So annoying. Thought I just did all this before. Clearly not. Well, I do want to go. Yeah. Alright. That'll have to do. That's reasonable. Okay. That is the whole puzzle though. Right. Okay. So let's have a look. I might actually look for one I can definitely start with. One thing that Ninja we're missing is the enum numeration. I like having the like 5 here, right? That's a useful thing because I just have to then refer back here, which is not ideal. This is a 3. Yep, so that makes sense. This is a 3. So yeah, that just remember that for next time, I would say, because you always want to have the thing in brackets. Yeah, it's very important. So we'll start with this one, 9 across, ICU in the hospital. So we know a place in the hospital. ICU. Cool. So I is I. C is C. U is U. Do need homophone for those, I would say. But that's fair enough. Let's go from here since we've got a crossing C. Go around recording from Greece. Go around. Let's see. From Greece. Someone from Greece? Probably around his container, but let's see. We get more crossing letters. Yeah, some people like it. I think because you've got 2, right, in consecutive thing, you'd probably want to say homophone for those, I would say. Yeah, I mean, the clue is easy enough, right? Taste's got 4. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to look at these. This is interesting, right? We've got this isolated sections. Normally, we don't have an isolated section in a grid like this, right? So that's unusual. Well... I have a guess for this one. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, when you're starting out, like, don't worry. Let's see. Yeah, no one can do worse than me on my first... I messed up this clue in my first puzzle, right? This is what the clue that I wrote, and the city is... a city in Norway, and you'll see that doesn't work. So don't worry, it can't be as bad as that. No one's done as badly as me, I can assure you. I want this to be boo. B being B, 0 being O, love being O. Q is hiccups, boo. As in if you shout boo, that like shocks you out of a hiccup situation. I've vaguely heard that. Yeah, so clearly it's meant to be Oslo. not that. Okay, so taste has got 4. I wonder if I get this crossing one. Kind of game. Sounds boring. Okay, so sounds, right. So we've got a homophone here, which is nice. Boring in the past. In the past is like a go. Either it sounds boring in the past, or it sounds boring in the past. It's a kind of game. I've seen some dictionaries, but whether souls can be picked to know that is always another question. Yeah, CAA would not be one I would, you know, sort of go for. Okay. I'm not sure here. I have an idea, but... go around... So is go going around a recording? Got a C, so let's see. Homophone of something to do with Greece. Not really sure. In the past, ago, before. Hey, Dragon. Welcome. How are you? You've got a few people, which is nice. I don't know. I'm actually just going to reveal this crossing letter because that might help. I had the word trace in my head or something like that. From Greece. Oh, I see. Most of chess is about options. Oh, Greco, like Greco-Roman, yeah. So, yeah, I did want to put go on the outside, but I couldn't think of a 3-letter fit. But rec, for recording, that's totally fair enough. From Greece, nice. Like it. That's really good. So the container was correct. I just couldn't think of the 3-letter one. Yep, that is correct. And now we got something, oh, board. Just board game, right? I know board games. I like board games. I should have got that much sooner, right? Kind of game is a board game. Sounds, homophone, board. Board sounds board. B-O-A-R-D sounds B-O-R-D. Cool. All right. So that section's done. Let's see. Yeah, so again, this is a 3. So wait endlessly. Happy with this. Give people a second. So endlessly, which can interestingly mean one or both ends get taken off, right? But a fistful of dollars is a wad. Wad of cash, right? Wade minus E is wad. Let's go crossing letters. 2/3 of a banana left stale. Yeah, I don't think starting N makes sense. Starting B, I reckon I've heard of a word that makes sense. Stale, banal. I reckon I've heard a situation like that. I'm just going to look up.
Banal.
Banal, trite, cliched, vapid, etc. Yep. Cool. So that bit. So 2/3, which is literally B-A-N-A. So this 2/3. L is left, common, and stale is banal. So nice. All right. Well done, Dragon. 17. British nobleman reportedly desolate. Okay, yes. Cool. So I think I have this as well. Yep, a noble man, not noble men, which is correct. Because it's singular, right? Reportedly desolate. So desolate is, you know, vast, nothing much going on, which is barren, B-A-R-R-E-N, but homophone, because it's reportedly. And it's barren, which is not how you spell it. That is how you spell it. B-A-R-O-N. Cool. British nobleman is a baron. Awesome. This one. Corgi. So I reckon I've waffed it. Selflessly removed right gear. Right. So I think it's a... Oh, G is got. Yeah. So if you've got a clue, you say G, the number. That just tells me and everyone else that, you know, hey, I've got it. And, you know, if we're sort of stuck, we might ask you for a hint or something like that. So, yeah. I reckon it's dog. Right, Corgi is a dog. And it fits. But, let's see. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And as you can see, I've got a green light, you know, on there, right? Which means pretty much anything's fair go. But basically, people generally, you know that on my stream, we don't just shout at the answers straight away. We just give people a moment. And then if I say, go for it, or, you know, if I'm stuck, clearly, then jump in, right? It's a first pass too, right? So I want to sort of discover the puzzle, you know, for my own, right? Like anyone else would. So I think it's dog. There's deletion, I reckon. Oh no, it's not dog. Interesting. So I think it's the definition actually gear. Is that right? Because I can see a deletion from Corgi. Right? Corgi minus R and I. Cogs are gear. Moving R and I. So selflessly, is that take away I? And then removed R is take away R? So removed right is fine. Selflessly to remove I? Is that what's going on? Because self is less. As in get rid of the self, the I. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. Okay. So that's 2 small sections done. Now to find a way into this bigger section. Which is interesting. Remove I. Yeah, it's interesting. I've never seen it before. But yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to find a way in. Okay, this looks a bit of fun. So it's a 7. Okay. Cats scramble to enter refuge first. Oh, right. It's all for, it's the first of the last 3 words. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, refuge first definitely clued me that wordplay is going on this section, so the def would have to be here. So I reckon I've got this. Cool. And you can tell when someone's put effort into making a good surface, right? When the wordplay and the surface meld beautifully, it's great, right? This is what, like, newspaper generated things, you just don't get it, right? You just don't get this satisfaction. They try, well, they don't try, and they just fail. But this is cat scramble. These are cats scrambling. And 2 enter refuge first letters. So scatter is scram, which is cool. That's nice. Yeah, it's awesome. And I've got my way into this section. So let's see here. A third of a dozen take a hike. Question mark. No, no, that's not right. Okay, I think the crossing letter might help me. I think I know what the crossing letter is, but let's see. Energy in fads, that's 5, gradually vanishes. Yes. Yeah, nice. So, yeah, I did think it was an A, so that's good. Cool, this is a nice surface as well, right? Like a fad, you know, it's a craze and then it goes, whoop, no longer a craze, right? And the energy gradually vanishes, right? It's just beautiful. So there's your, no, incorrect. Oh, come on, computer. There are your fads, and there's your energy. Energy's E, right? Gradually vanishes, fades, gradually goes away, nice. So I reckon I have a waff for this. Oh, third of a dozen, right? March, as in the March is the third. I was thinking about 4 out of 12 for a bit there, but then March taking a hike, right? Third of a dozen is literally third of the 12 months, March. And it absolutely can take a while, right? It can, and you just sometimes, like when I'm doing setting puzzles, you'll know when I'm just there, you know, like on stream if we're doing collaborative. I want to say something about that in a second too. I'll be like this, right? You know, I'll be doing this variously, right? Those sorts of poses and just like, you know, musing and thinking. And minutes can go by and I'm just looking at the words. I'm staring at things. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I've got an idea. I can't make this work. Do I swap the def and wordplay? Do I do something else? Yeah. But it's nice, right? And that's what we live for, right? We live for fun clues. It's nice. So March, which is the third of a dozen. Cool. Mouth music after alpha rudely and audibly balks. Audibly. Rudely. Those are direction words. Okay, mouth music. I think I've wafted it based on the, if that's the def. And I assume if I'm correct here that the last letter is an X. And I assume it's a 7, not a 4-3. I assume you checked that, Ninja. That's actually one word rather than B, 4-3, I would say. But how do I make it work? 7, yeah. No doubt you checked, right? Because to mouth music is to beatbox. That's what I'm thinking. Alpha could be A. Orcs. After. I want it to be beatbox, right? I can't make it work. I'm wondering, because unless it's a pronunciation thing, right? The inflections can be interesting with these clues. Sometimes, you know, we might not appreciate how something sounds in a different sort of dialect or accent. To mouth music is to beatbox, like I can't do it for crap, right? Because rudely definitely sounds anagrindy. Books. Is that audibly balks? What's the rudely bit? That's where I'm a bit confused. Not quite sure. I think it is beatbox, but I'm just not sure in the pass. Oh, after alpha. And it's rudely. That's what we're missing. Yeah. That wordplay is great. Okay. Audibly box. Box. Right? Box. Like, is it an American sort of accent? Box is like box. I could see that. Being an Aussie, that's a bit tougher for me to appreciate. But again, I could waff it, right? I had enough letters. After alpha. That's clever. All right. Happy with that. Let's move on. Half a couscous in store, but first for relatives. Again. It's another 7. I reckon I've waffed it. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Happy with this. That's fine. Right. Yeah. I'm not sure. If we have any Brits in the house, please confirm. So relatives the deaf ear. Half a couscous. Well, you can take either half. Actually, doesn't matter in this case. Because half of couscous is kus. In is in. And store, but first is sort of the first of store, which is S. Cousins are relatives. In. I don't know if you need but. Because it's only the first of store. Could the surface be a bit tighter there? I reckon this was one you might have taken a while to try and work on the surface, and maybe this but is the best you could have done to make that work. Because it's tough, right? Sometimes you just need a linking word. Okay. I am in suspicion after first 3 cellmates are rejected by imperial spores. Okay, we've got a lot going on here for 7 letters. Imperial supporters. So the surface, yeah. Yeah, makes sense, totally, yeah. Okay. I think I've got the answer. Let's see. First 3 cellmates, right? First 3 are probably... That's probably pushing it, I would say. I don't think I'd go more than the first, the 3. Because it's almost sort of half the word, right? But, one a puzzle I could, probably allow. I want it to be Celsius. Or something like that. Because there's your first 3 cellmates. And I am in suspicion, being sus, right? Alright, sus is like suspect, right? So I in sus after the first 3 cellmates. That's the wordplay. And rejected by imperial supporters. So imperialists like Fahrenheit, not Celsius, right? So temperature. Okay. Cool. Sounds like A nuclear source of energy. Haha, okay. So that's just... I've already said the answer, basically. A lot of homophones here. So there's reportedly, sounds. Recording is not a homophone, okay. Sounds, audibly, okay. So, yeah, I think you probably don't want to use the same indicator more than once, which is tricky, right? If you've got a lot of homophones. So reportedly, audibly, sounds like, right? And then you got another sounds like, so 6 and 10 both sound. Could there be a different one used somewhere? Not sure. So I basically said it, right? As I was reading the clue. Nuclear energy, right? Sounds like nuclear. I would just get rid of A. You don't need that here, right? The surface is fine without it. Nuclear. Yeah, fair. Like, you know, it's a shorter puzzle, and you know, this definitely clues you into, okay, it's gonna sound similar to what I'm looking for, right? Okay. Another 7. Ignite, fiery fin meal. Yes. Happy. Anagram. Cool. Ignite, fiery. I like it. Yeah, it gives you sort of a sense, it's an impression, right? This clue gives you an impression of something's hot. In flame, right, is fin meal anagram. Cool. Collect morning butt. I know what morning is, but collect. I can get a crossing letter. Can I get this? I think AM is morning, right? Amplitude meridian, or whatever it is, for morning. AM, not PM. And then 3 word for but, and then it means collect. But I want to see what this one is. In case you affect partner. Question mark. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is a mass. Yeah. So AM is morning. Ass is butt, right? And collect is a mass. Awesome. So I was thinking ally for partner. That's not obviously going to work now. Oh, okay. So this is now where you've got to be careful with. So you read it in case you affect partner, but the inflection is in case you affect partner. So affect is cause, right? Cause and effect. It's a great def. I like that deck. It's a clever def. It's very good. So very nice. Show comments. Let's have a look. Cool. Yeah, so that's the other thing is you want at least 50% checked letters for every clue. Otherwise, it's sort of a bit unfair, and you kind of don't get the best grid shape either. So if you fix that up, then the grid shape will look a lot better. But the clues were solid. Nothing was ridiculous. And yeah, this one wasn't an indirect anagram. Well, sort of it was, because these had to be swapped around. So after alpha is beta, so I think if you just had beta, it's fine. But yeah, you don't want integrate anagrams, right? Because whatever an anagram is, you want the stuff to be anagrammed just there, right? Otherwise, it's kind of not fair. But there's some cool stuff in there. And, you know, like I had an idea on this and I just couldn't think of this, right? But there was gettable, lots of gettable ones to start with, right? Like this was gettable to start. This was gettable to start. This was gettable for sure. This was, you know, anagram, like it's obvious, right? Fiery. This was nice. That was clever. Right? In, right? In is very suspicious sort of word. As soon as you say in, it's like, okay, something's happening here. Yeah, totally. Right? The more you do, the, you know, more you learn how things work, the more you watch other people solve puzzles, the more you do your own. When you collaborate, it's awesome, right? Special things happen. And one of the things I'm thinking of doing, if enough people are around, say next week, is doing another collaborative cryptic crossword construction stream. This would be our 7th, I think. 7th, is that right? At least the 6th. How many have I done? Oh boy, how many have we done? I did write this down somewhere before. Okay, we've done at least 5. So this will be number 6, I think. Yeah, which is awesome, and it's great fun. Everyone jumps in. We think of a theme. We do a grid, fill the grid, and start cluing. It takes us 2 or 3 streams, usually 3 streams, and then hopefully we get someone who can solve for us. And yeah, it's good fun. So I'm thinking of doing that next week if enough people are around, potentially. So we'll see. If people are around, if you're interested, let me know. But yeah, cool, fun puzzle. So this was your 3rd, 4th Puzzle Ninja? So 3rd puzzle. No, sorry, this one. Right, 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you've done a full thing, and then, yeah. So these ones would, the grid shapes, I think, no doubt would look better. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah, I think the accent makes this bit tricky, but again, like, mouth music is fair, and you got crossing letters, you know. This is definitely an easy crossing letter to get, right? This is, you know, cats scramble, fair enough. You can get this one. This is easy enough. So you can get these crossing letters, and then you kind of work out from there, right? So, cool. Okay. Let's move on and do this one. Now, let's resize. Now, this is, as you can see, a very recent puzzle, just from a few days ago. Had it because I was pretty sure beatbox's mouth music. Fairly simple. Yeah, you just don't want indirect anagrams in general, right? It's just a no-no. Like having, you know, double or triple, anything like that, unchecked letters. You want every other letter to be checked, basically. So that's the usual thing. Convention. Cool. So this is set by Zero. So this is who goes by ZeroNickel on the C2C Discord server. It's, as you can see, their first cryptic crossword, and I'm all about trying to give people a go. Way back when MP sold my first ever cryptic on stream, that spurred me on and really inspired me to get into this thing a bit more. So I'm all about giving people a shot. So any feedback's welcome. We'll have a look. So I think we might just do this, and we might just a little bit bigger. Okay, that is fine. Cool. Move up a little bit. Okay, awesome. So let's see how we go. This is a 15 squared one, so take a bit longer. All right, let's see if we can find a way to get in. Let's see. Is this one? Oh, it's a question mark. I've got an idea already. Right, shoddy, anagram, recoded, 8 letters. Means paint. Oh, yes. Haha, nice. All right, we're in with 16 down. That's a good one. All right, awesome. That's a good letter to get too. Good clue to get. Lots of good first letters here. I don't think the question mark's needed here. You know, if you paint, you decorate, right? So decorate's anagram of recoded. So that's awesome. And we've got lots of good first letters here, which is amazing. So let's see how we go getting some of these. We've got a 15 here, which is awesome. Confounded by Boundless Bob's Dub Metal Disco Mashup. Okay. Let's see here. Now, it's going to be... It's a 15, which is wild. Definitely an anagram. Question is, what... Nine. D's gone. Let's see. It's a 15 and not something else. Wow, it's a long word then. So I want it to be an anagram of Boundless Bob Dub. Boundless 9, Bob 3, that's 12, Dub 3, that's 15. Unless it's anagram of by Boundless Bobs, which is also 15. So the death's either, to me, the death is either metal disco mashup or dub metal disco mashup. Decorating other types also exist. Shoddy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need it, but if you put in there, that's fine. It's doesn't hurt, I suppose. I mean, I'm happy I got it, without it. Didn't take too much sort of lateral thinking for me. So I think I know what's going on. I don't know if I have the right fodder necessarily. And if it's... And I don't think... Like, mashup is also an anagram, but I just don't think I can get 15 letters. Like, dub metal disco is 13, and it's not going to work. So, metal disco mashup. Let's see. The only other thought I have... Ooh. So now I'm actually questioning which side, what's the def here? Because confounded and mashup are both anagrams, right? Now if I go the other way and say mashup's the anagram, I now have, and Boundless Bob, is Boundless Bob O''S? So it's OS dub metal disco anagram because of mashup, and the answer's confounded. That's looking promising because I see something. Let's see. So, Taste, do you think it's an anagram of OB, dub, metal, disco? And do you think it starts that? One or two or both? Because, like, confounded is like dumbfounded, but it's not going to be dumbfounded, right? Because if we get this, we just get access to the whole grid, basically. So that's why I'm working on this. Yes to the font and no to the grid letters. Yeah. So, yeah, it's so dub, middle, disco. Okay, new plan. Font is almost right. Yeah. Is it Boundless Bob is OB, not OS? Right, because boundless means take the bounds off. So it'd be OB. Yeah, right. So BO, OB, dub metal disco. Right. Dis something. Oh, it is. That's great. That is a great find. Wow. I wonder how long it took to find that split anagram. That's great. Split by, you know, lots of little sort of words to make it up. And confounded is discombobulated. That was definitely the first fill of the grid, I would say, to start with 15. That intersects everything. Wow, great one. Now we got all sorts of choices where to go. Let's continue here because lots of good crossing first letters. Yes, happy. The C is very helpful here. Components, all you need to know. Def is spicy sausage. Taste, give people 10 seconds and you can shout it out. And I'm going to give a very subtle hint in about 2 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Subtle hint. Component of, it's just there. Yep, everyone's getting this. The answer, of course, is a spicy sausage. Must be chorizo. Yep. Cool. And again, you know, the surface is nice, right? It's a part of, you know, a soup, whatever this is, and it's a sausage, right? It's a food-related surface. It works. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, chorizo, are you kidding me? Chorizo is awesome. It's spicy. Spanish sausage. Iberian, Spain and Portugal. Yep. Spanish chorizo. That's what I know it as. So, yep. Amazing. If you like spicy meat, go for it. 11 turned up to host 100 overs. Crowds electric at start and opening from batsmen keep things fresh. Hang on a sec. Wow, it's a lot going for 6 letters. Definitely some cricket stuff going on here for me. Yep, up and a down clue. Absolutely can be. That's what I'm thinking. Oh. Ooh, hang on. Oh, Crowds electric at start. Taste got 20. There's definitely initialization happening here, right? Opening from batsman. So I think I've waffed it. Keeps things, an icebox keeps things fresh. 11 is XI, but it's reversal, turned up in a down clue. Hosting. 100. But then crowds electric at start and opening from batsman is B. So what's... Host 100 overs. I feel like this is... Check word. It is icebox. Yeah. I don't know what 100 overs is, where that's coming into it. Oh, to host a both insertion, 100 overs. Oh, crowds. Okay, hang on. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot going on here to get this construction right. This clue would have taken a while to make. So the def is keeps things fresh. Yeah, Tace has got it. No, let's piecemeal it, right? Tace has, I think, got it. So it's 11, which is XI, Roman numerals. Right, turned up, reversal. So the X is on the bottom, I's on the top, right? That's hosting, so outside, because it's hosting. Everything else is inside, being hosted by. 100 overs, right? CO, 100 overs. C is 100 Roman numerals, overs for O. Crowds, so that is crowding around. Electric at the start and opening from batsman, right? So electric at the start and opening from batsman is being crowded by 100 overs, which is being hosted by 11 reversal. That is so good. I love it. 6 letters, and look how much construction there is to pull apart. That's a cricket thing, yeah. O for overs, yeah. That's great. Wow. Whew. River he took in after heading to, I don't know what that place is, Rudesheim? Oh, I do. I totally know river. R is river. He took in, as in he around in, and heading to Rudesheim must be the start of the Rhine River, where it starts. Okay. Look at these starting letters. How helpful are they? It's amazing. I keep saying this. The starting letter is so helpful. Okay. Tenure with Oxford University's not about to become weak and uncertain. Okay. Yes. Not about. Yes. To become weak. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really good too. Yeah, so it's tenuous. I'm just trying to construct it. Hey, Stephen, welcome. Heading to... Oh, because the def is river. It's a river. Rhine's a river. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes much more sense. So he took in after heading to... Yeah. And I bet you this place is probably with the umlaut. Must be where the Rhine is, I would say. Here, tenure with Oxford Universities, apostrophe S, Oxford Universities, not about, so tenure with T-N-U-R-E, but not about. About is regarding. So tenure minus R-E and O-U-S. To become weak and uncertain is tenuous, right? Awesome. Let's try this one. This is really good. I'm enjoying this a lot. And the grid shape's amazing. Probably I'd like an extra bit of connectivity from left to right up here, left to right up here. But otherwise it's solid. Yeah. Yeah, there's all sorts of little cryptic crossword things. But about can be C for circa, C-A for circa, re for regarding. About can be an anagram, about can be a container. So about is a really handy word in cryptics, definitely. Scotsman's found below his peak and past academics. Is this going to be a Scotsman? Steve would know. Past academics. All I can think of with past academics is alumni or alumnus or something. No, I reckon historians is the answer, right? So what's the... Hey, Eddie, welcome. Yeah, basically green light. Just allow me and everyone else to first sort of look at the clue, and then you can jump in with hints and stuff. Because we're solving a first ever cryptic crossword, so I want to try and give it the proper, initial sort of look. First impression. So I think historians are past academics, as in academics on the past, history, right? Nice def. Scotsman. Found below his, right? So this is all below his. His is there. Torians? Oh, Ians. I keep forgetting that Ians is a thing. Lots of Scotsmen are called Ian, right. So, Ian's, found below his... Oh, Tor. The Tor is a British mountain, right? So, Tor, and then... Like, Ben Nevis is a thing. Ben Nevis is the highest mountain, or one of the highest mountains. And I forget whether it's Ben is the mountain or Nevis, but I know that's a thing. So... Scotsman, E and apostrophe S, Scotsman's, found below his peak and past academics. Nice. All right. Tops stopping for hold up in public transport. Oh, no, it's going to be... no, it's not. Bus something? Bus something? Tops stopping for hold up. Maybe I can get a crossing letter here. Saturn to Uranus ultimately returned. Stephen's laughing. Sophie's got this one. which ultimately is the needed one. And this returned. Yeah, feel free to share. You can DM me on Discord if you want, or if you're comfortable sharing a link in the chat, you can. Is this SOT? Or something like that? Because 2 and then Uranus ultimately is S. Or is it just the ultimate letters of Saturn to Uranus reversed, Sun? Sun or Nos? Yes, Sun, yeah. Sun makes sense to me because... So it's an Anlit. So Saturn to Uranus, all ultimately but reversed. Sun. Okay. So does that help me here? I want this to be a bus. U for bus. Maybe it's E. Yeah, people are getting this. I'm not sure, so shout something out. It doesn't feel right to me now with that O there. Blouses. Blouses are tops. Okay, so they're definitely at the other end. So buses are out of public transport. Is it low? Low hold up? Like low hold up. Is that right? Like low apostrophe? Hold up, right? Low. And then inside public transport of buses. I believe that's the thing, right? Oh, stop, go back. Oh my God. Back. Yeah, so it's
low.
Archaic. Used to draw attention to an interesting and lo the star kind of thing. Like lo and behold. You know? Oh. Hold. Oh, stopping. Get rid of H and D? Is that what it is? And it's up, reversal. No. Yeah, hold, but it's L-O. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Let's go here. We got an L. Jungle's king swimmer becomes US Atlantic interloper. I don't know what an interloper is, to be honest. So I think I'm going to struggle there. Horse tipped by Ruby turned up a waddler. I'm just looking at the first letter. I want the first letter to be a G. Let's see. Looking for a crossing letter to convince myself here. Tin soldier put back on point after nurse reads standards. On point. Let's see. After nurse. It's after nurse, though. Is the def standards? Tin can mean a couple of things, definitely. Soldier's probably only one. The nurse is tripping up here, I think. Like, tin can be a can. Tin can be SN, chemical element. Soldier could be GI. Just put back. So reversal. On point. Compass point. After nurse. I don't get the nurse part here. Okay. I have a waff. Let's see. Yep. It's gonna be Fagin, isn't it? Victorian miser. Oliver Twist. Yep. So it's a book literature reference. Right, because fine is F, silver, Ag, the chemical element for silver, from the Latin argent, and in is in, at home. Right, if you're at home, you're in. You're not outdoors, you're inside. And Fagin is in Oliver Twist. Gang of young thieves. Teaching to steal, keeping most loot for himself. Right, you're miserly. Okay. Didn't know the def, but wordplay fair enough. So that's fine. Amusing silences. People are getting this. Double def, cryptic def. Silences are gaps. Oh. Not sure. Okay. Sovereign penny on New York Street, a counterfeit. What's the def here? Is New York NY, or do we have to know New York Street? That ending does not seem to work to me. Is penny P? Not sure. Okay, tricky corner. Not getting much here. So I haven't looked at this one yet. P or D, yeah, I was thinking D, but then P or D, yeah. So I think D is more likely based on this clue. I'm just trying to work this out. Right, because something before editor ED, right, complained is the def. That seems to work here. That's what I'm getting at. Gran took over before editor. Editor's ED, and then you complain, use something ED, right? Over is took over. I was thinking, so Gran's just Gran. I was thinking Nan for a second, but it's a groan, isn't it? Took over. So there's your O equals over. Gran took O before editor groaned is complained. So now the penny is definitely a D. Is sovereign penny D, or is it just penny D? On New York Street. I mean, if on's just on, we're really running out of letters. DNYSTA. Indirect anagram. Okay. So it's D, it's New York. On New York. Street A, yeah. It's a bit of a piecemeal. It's a bit disjointed. Sovereign is dynast. That's a really odd word. I don't love it.
Dynast.
Member of power family, especially heritage ruler. That's a tough fill. I don't know about that. Let's see. Is there a better fill? Those look like pretty friendly letters. I reckon there'd be a better fill for that. I don't know. Right? I mean, that's a better fill, right? I'd just go Danish in that situation. That's a much better fill, in my opinion, or something like that. And dynast is such a weird word. I don't think I've ever seen it. Like, dynasty, fair enough. Oh, okay. Wynast. New York Street, a counterfeit's an anagrind, okay. And NY being New York, ST being Street, that's fair enough. But I just think the fill is the problem there, right? It's fine, but I just think Danish or something better works there. It's probably the first clue I'm not sort of enamored with. The rest have all been pretty good though, so, you know, and it is their first puzzle, right? For a first puzzle, like, I'm pretty happy, you know? I've really enjoyed. This was fantastic, right? But we'll give final thoughts at the end, I think. Don't know this one. We've got extra letters here, though. I mean, I don't know what interloper is, so I'm probably got no chance. You don't like the anagram? It's not the friendliest one. I really don't know. So if someone has this, I'm happy just to for you to shout it out, honestly. And tell me what's going on. Lionfish. Sovereign pennies. Nasty, awful. Yeah, that's a better surface already, right? So I think the surface doesn't help this clue, right? This is an example of a surface that isn't fantastic, I would say. I don't know. Just the anagram isn't the best. I don't know. Lionfish. Here. Interloper is an intruder, so lionfish. Yeah, right. It's better sort of clue, that one. Lion is a king of the jungle. Swim is a fish. And US Atlantic interloper. Lionfish. Okay. Let's have a look.
Lionfish.
Indo-Pacific. Yeah, it's pretty striking. So there you go. Interloper. Cool. So this is a G. I was thinking like gander or something before. Predatory fish? Yeah. How close am I here? Ooh. Tipped by Ruby. Okay, hang on a second. Is it gander? It is gander. So it is just what I thought it was. Waddler's a gander. Oh, nag. I was thinking GG for horse, right? Nag is a horse. That's a thing. Tipped by Ruby. Oh, tipped is red, but reversal. Okay. No, GG is a thing. Saying for a horse, especially in formal childish context, horse racing. It's British, right? So I've seen that, so that's a thing. So file that away. So there you go, you learned something new. But it's a nag as a horse. Oh, horse tipped, so nag, one reversal. By Ruby turned up, red, second reversal. And a gander is a waddler. Awesome. Okay, this is an E now. Does that help me? There. Okay, so there's your point. Right? N signs. So I had it right. Tin, soldier. SN for tin, soldier, put back on point after nurse. Reads standards. N signs are standards. Like flags, is it? N sign.
Ensign.
Flag. Yep. But nurse. Is nurse just NS? Is that a thing? SN is nurse. Carry cross-ons are a thing to arms. I just heard GG's a thing, right? I just heard it. Thank you, Notice. I will check later. So, tin, soldier, put back on point. Oh, Ian. That makes a lot more sense. Right, there's your point after nurse. Like RN's registered nurse, right? So that makes a sense. That makes thing to me. No, I actually don't know this. Gags. So silence is to gag, amusing is a gag, like a joke. Okay, fair enough. This ends in B. Cool, so we're halfway there. Club hotel, however, backwards, has place to soak. Okay, I need a new page. Yeah, okay. So definitely it's tub. Yeah, I just want it to be bathtub here. So Bath is a club hotel? Is that a thing? Because, however, but, backwards is reversal, and place to soak is a bathtub. So, oh no, it's club's a bat. H for hotel, that's what it is. That makes a lot more sense. Club, bat, H for hotel, and reversal of backward, of however. Awesome, okay. Let's do this northeast quadrant. Bill makes mistakes, lacking right. Lab equipment, okay. I have a WAF. Because I know a lab equipment starts with B, that's 7 letters. I mean, are there any others that are 7 letters? Can I convince myself on any of these crossing letters? Okay, this T is looking very interesting. Okay, people are getting other, so 5 and 9. Ah. Okay. Ooh, so I'm wrong. Because I've got this one. Neapolitan. So performance of anagram Alien Panto from Naples is Neapolitan. So that's awesome. So I thought initially this was Burette. But the spelling doesn't work now. Because I see mistakes, lacking right. So ERRS, but without one of the R's. And then you get a lab equipment, and now we need a bill. Is it just bill? Billers? Doesn't seem right to me. Okay. People also got this one, so let's see. Dad and Mum tour North America for gear from Ecuador. Oh, tour. Oh, that's good. Gear from Ecuador? Does this start with P? Yeah, Panama Canal, right? Because there's your dad, your pa, right, your father, and your mum. They're touring North America, so they're going around. The def is what I'm not sure about. Gear from Ecuador. Panama? Like a Panama hat? Panama gear from Ecuador. Let's have a look. Ecuador. Panama hats. Handmade in Ecuador. There you go. Dr. Google to the rescue. That's just a thing. $30 to over $400. Okay. When shopping in Ecuador, Panama hats are in fact Ecuadorian. There you go. The more you know, hey? What is this then? Yeah, hat, maybe instead of gear, hat, right? So I would put hat from Ecuador, potentially, right? Like Panama hat, because like that just comes up straight away, right? Panama hat, bang, Ecuador, it's the first thing on here, Google, right? So that's pretty convincing to me. Bird's bill. Oh, beak. Oh, even more common than a burette. I was thinking really technical, like a burette for pipetting or distilling, but it's a beaker. Bill's a beak, like a, not a bill like a tab. Not a bill like an act of parliament, but a beak, like a bird's bill. Okay, so I was halfway there. Favourite in my eyes from Poet Laureate, penned by Mimic. Okay. Favourite in my eyes, Clever Def. I like this def. It's very good. Poet Laureate. I haven't seen this before, but it makes sense because penned by, inside Mimic. Mimic is an ape, so it's an apple. The apple of my eyes, right? There's your Poet Laureate. Penned by Mimic, ape, and apple. Okay, 2 more, and then we're into this last section. This is fun. Rose up as note finished. Oh, is this one more gettable? Oh, this looks fun as well. Fished from amidst Windlestraw Law by the eastern banks of Tweed. Oh, interesting. Oh, Eastern Banks. Okay, Eastern Banks. Interesting. Granny Smith's favourite, yeah. Note for random letter between A and G. Oh, you're looking at 7 down, right. I mean, look, if you use it once in a puzzle, I'm happy with that. I used it once in one of my puzzles. You know, if it's part of a clue where, you know, you get more stuff out of it, more fair, like a def, that's more fair, or wordplay that's eminently gettable, otherwise like an obvious anagram or something. Lots of crossing letters from easier clues. Like, on balance, right, it's one letter. In a shorter word, it's less fair. In a longer word, it's more fair, right? Yeah, right. I haven't got there yet, but I will once I put in trawled, which is this one. Fished is trawled, because it's from amidst Windlestraw Law, there's trawl. So partial hidden, I haven't seen this before, I don't think. Very interesting. By the eastern banks of Tweed. The eastern banks of Tweed are literally the eastern, which is the rightmost banks. So the ends, ED, the last 2 letters. Okay, trawl is fished. And this is suspiciously looking like an E. So I agree, Steve, it is waffable with all those letters, if I've got it right. Rose up is ascended as note for C, ended, finished. See, I don't even need this C. You know, I was able to get it from as being as it is and enough crossing letters. So totally fair, right? So I don't mind it at all, you know? Okay. Norway at the heart of a poet. Oh, okay. Haha. Helps to know a poet here. 5-letter poet. I mean, it's also a short thing, and I wonder if 4 down's gettable like 7 down was. But a poet is Keats, right? Heart of a Keats is eat. Eat is Norwayat, like a bug, like a termite or something, right? Awesome. European Department. Note. Oh, here's another note, Stephen. I wonder if it's a different letter between A and G that's not C. Reversed. Hold up. I'd say the def is European. Department. Is it Department D-E-P-T? It's a lot of letters out of 6. Maybe department is less than 4 letters. Not sure there yet. Okay. We're almost there. Gutless Englishman snubbed opportunity to improve. Opportunity to improve. Oh, we got H, which is interesting. Okay, people are getting this. I'd say the def is opportunity to improve. And we're probably deleting an E because it's being snubbed. But let's see if we can get other clues. We still haven't looked at all the clues yet. Dish from a quiet chef's feast is missing. Quiet. A quiet. Let's see. Can I make that work? Yeah, I'm wondering about an anagram that gives us a dish. Or maybe, either it starts with AP or it's an anagram of AP chef. Those letters are not encouraging for me. Deletion? Yeah. I mean, is missing, right? Definitely is deletion for me. All right. Still a few more to look at. Okay. Get up for UCAS application. Now, UCAS, is that just a thing? That doesn't look promising to me. Let's see. Okay. All right, 2 more clues to look at. Actually, 3, and then we can finish the. You've got 8. Okay. It's a question mark. I'm not sure what's going on there yet, so. So I'm not sure yet. Okay, Jazzy moves, and just the first this setter has. Taste is looking at this one. Just the first. No. Okay, a couple more to look at. Let's see. The best stuff filled with energy. I mean, filled with energy, right? So I want it to be the best. Stuff. And then energy inside. Energy is E inside somewhere. Four-letter word for stuff. And it means the best. Like ideal was what came to mind, but that's not going to work, I don't think. Okay. All right. One more to look at. Man in muddled mood after heading for court without briefs. Right, muddled mood, so definitely anagram after heading for court. Without briefs, question mark. Now, okay, without briefs, yes. So, all right, so I've waffed it. Let's see now. Heading for court, C. And then man in muddled mood. Oh, I've absolutely made a mess of that. Let's try that again. Man in muddled mood, so anagram mood, after heading for court, right, C, without briefs. So the surface here, ignoring the question mark for a second, you're going to court, you're a lawyer, you don't even have briefs, oh my God. But without briefs, question mark is your birthday suit. Nothing on, commando, right? Awesome, love it. Great surface, and it misdirects from the def nicely. And that aha moment when you get the def and can parse it is brilliant. Fantastic. This is nice that I can get this to get me into this last corner. So I'm struggling a bit here. This might give me what I need to get something else happening. Can I get one of these? Ooh, this one I don't have the foggiest at the moment. 10 or 13 I reckon is my way in to get these others. Is there an E inside somewhere for energy? And a four-letter word for stuff. That means the best. That's what I'm thinking. And I've got two letters here now. Stuff, not the noun stuff. Okay. To stuff. Ah, so a different kind of best. Yeah, different. So ideal, but a different word for ideal. That was a good clue. Thank you for that hint. Really good hint. Cram. Filled with energy. So there was an energy, I just didn't know where it was. A C. Not sure here. I think I need probably a few letters. So let's get a letter. I was thinking chance, so I'm not far off if that's the case, because let's see, that's that, and then I mean enhance. Gutless, right? Get rid of the gut of Englishman. You're left with EN. And then what's the rest doing? To improve is enhance. Snubbed opportunity? I don't understand that. Might be. There's definitely... Well, I don't have a J yet, but I'm sure there's one here if you're saying that. Snubbed opportunity is chance minus C. Whoa. Snubbed. Oh, interesting. To get a Y in there? Yeah, that's... I wouldn't do that. Sacrifice a fill like that for a pangram. Snubbed to take out a first letter in particular, rather than just any letter. That is tough. I don't know if I love it. Oh, I need letters. I need letters. Let's see. Letter. U. My God. Oh my God. Are you kidding? No, but that's too many letters. Is quiet QU? Because it's QU and then chef's feast, but without... No, that's not right. I'm sure it's correct. But I don't understand what's... There seems to be not enough that I can get to miss there. A quiet chest without feast. Oh my God. So get rid of... Oh, hang on. A. So F-E-A. Okay, so it's... A quiet chef's anagram. Feast is missing. What's the anagram? From? Dish is a quiche. Anagram? Indicator? Question mark? I don't... Don't need anagram? I see it's QICHE. I just don't like that at all. I think if you do that, you need, I don't know. I just don't love that kind of clue. I've seen it before. Don't love it. Yeah. I don't know this word. I'm just going to reveal it because I got no idea. UCAS is a uni. UCAS application is a uniform. And GetUp is uniform. Right, it's a uniform, I understand that, but GetUp is uniform? Is that a thing? Don't love it. A GetUp. It's an outfit. Never heard that in my life. I'm nearly 40 and never heard that, so there you go. Learning things all the time. Jazzy? Just the first. No, I'm really lost on this corner, so I'm just going to have to... Okay, so there's the J. Jive. Just the first. Oh, I've. I have, this set of has. Oh, that is tough. I love it. It's tough, though. Last clue. Note reversed, hold up. It's going to be a vowel. All reversed. Oh. Oh, cool. I didn't realize they changed that. When did they change that? The animation. I like that. That's cool. Hold up is impede. European Department. Note. Oh, me. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Right, me. That note. So a different note, which is nice. I like that, right? You don't just have the same note. Yeah. E.me, all reversed. Wow, great puzzle. For a first Critical Crossword, that is fantastic. Really fantastic effort. Pangram, I'd say, based on this. Explains this fill. I don't love it. This is fantastic. This was nice. Cool little hidden. Helps you get in the puzzle. Love this. This corner was all fantastic. Really love this. This is a little bit harder here. This is gettable even if you don't know the def. That's nice. Jungle King being line, fair enough. And then, again, nice, easy way to get into this corner with this one. This one's easy enough. Nice anagram here. Nice stuff here. This got me good for a while. Note here being this one. Note here being this one. Yeah. I don't know, I just think snubbed is pretty hard to get rid of the first letter in particular. Snubbed initial opportunity, right? Or something like that. You know, would make that really just perfect. This I don't love, but that's just my preference, I think. They are in order. I do see that. Def is great here. And that aha moment when you can parse it is brilliant. So yeah, really good. Like solid. Way better than my first puzzle for sure. One change. So the change was favourite in my eyes from Poet Laureate, penned by Mimic. A typo. Yeah, Laureate. Yeah, it's Laureate. Yeah. And annotated solution. So let's have a look. Get up is an outfit. Okay. A uni form. Beak. Ers lacking an R. Yep. Cram with E. Yep, middle of Keats. Cool. This was nice. Nice def here. With the first letter removed. Fished is trawled. There's your partial hidden. And the eastern banks. Discombobulated. This is a fantastic anagram. Really. Truly fantastic. Hidden. O in gran plus ed. P in R at the start. Saturn or Cronus is a son of Uranus. Yep. Wordplay is very good there. Yep. Fine. Silver. Periodic table. In at home. Yep. Cool. Yep. Not about. Removing RE. And this is great, like you know, like an explanation, right? OUS Oxford Universities. Right, that's great. It's really clear explaining where you get this from, which is helpful when it's, you know, you're learning how to parse clues, right? Because, you know, to experienced solvers, you'll see that. But to a novice setter, this apostrophe S is really important to not let that slip you up. Yeah, SN, periodic table again. Yep. SN is definitely a harder one, but you know, there's more fair stuff in there, right? Feast is missing. Just the first. I've, this setter has. I have. Yep, to go with that underwear. All reversed. Pa, ma with na in the middle. Anagram. Yep, AC ended. Bat H, but. Scotsman. Yep, that's the thing. Got to file that away. Ian being Scotsman's a thing. To paint could be to decorate. Yep. Central letters of. King of the jungle. Lionfish are an invasive species, especially in the US Atlantic. Note, the def here was a struggle, but there were little other options for the grid. Hopefully the wordplay is clear, and if lionfish are new to you, as they were to me, you'll also have fun describing them. Yep, there you go. I mean, Jungle King, lion, absolutely fair enough. Fish being a swimmer, fair enough, right? So that's the thing, right? Definition of struggle, but wordplay is clear and fair, right? That's the thing, right? If it's a hard word, then you want the wordplay to be clear and easier. This construction, this is incredible. It's a double container with a reversal. Like that's this and the anagram discombobulated. My God, for a first puzzle, that's ridiculous. So good. A nag red. Yeah, so it's D penny on top of anagram of counterfeit New York STA and a joke or to silence cryptic. 12 comments. Constructed some decent services. One of the more difficult aspects of setting. More in reply. You have a misspelling in 12A. It's laureate, not laureate, so that's the typo they fixed. In discombobulated, groaned, and tenuous, you've weighed too much of the solution in the clues. In ascended, I couldn't find any support for note equals C. Reads is not really a good linking word. Provides would be better. End signs. Where's end signs? Here. After nurse provides, not nurse reads. Yeah, I can see that. Chambers and Clue Clinic, okay. All without weird words. Don't know about if I agree with that exactly. Any musical note would be accepted. Yep. We use note for do, re, mi, as well as A to G. Chambers has C as note under its definitions. My podium would be Fagin, Commando, Bathtub. Yeah, these were really good. Cool. Extra observations. This is good, right? Like people, you know, giving feedback to someone who's just starting out. It's really good just to also see what other people think, right? It's really a double def. As a second is a two-word phrase, making this def for wordplay, which is the wrong direction. Eat. Central letter removals are conventionally to a word in plain sight, not a synonym example. Enhanced curtailment indicators such as snubbed usually mean the last letter, not the first. Interesting. Snubbed. I'm just going to...
Snob.
Rebuff, ignore, or spurn disdainfully. Check the movement. Yeah, that's interesting to me. I hadn't really thought about that. That snub could be last, not first. Trawl, the combined hidden and other devices unorthodox. Bankstem in the last two letters. Yeah, it's interesting, right? You don't see this often, but again, it's only the one time in the puzzle and, you know, it worked. Yeah, see, I agree with this. This is what I said, right? Deleting a string of letters not already in right order should have an anagram indicator. You're not asking us to remove feast, but Icebox needs a that between the wordplay and def as the answer is a noun. But asking the solver to make an anagram of multiple fragments would be considered too indirect by some. I'd convinced myself that snubbed meant remove the first letter, so this might help my solving too. Yeah, except a few technical details. Yeah, so interesting to see like what other people think, right? And I obviously don't read these comments until after the puzzle, so, you know, some of the things, you know, like this one I agree with. This one's an interesting one to me, that it's the last, not the first. I just think snubbed is a deletion, but it's not specific enough for me what's been deleted necessarily. But, like, come on, for a first puzzle, that is fantastic overall, really. Truly a great effort. So, well done, Zero. Really good stuff. And keep it coming. I'd happily solve another puzzle of yours in future. Definitely. And the grid shape's good too. You know, at least 50% check letters or more. So, yeah. Awesome. Really good. Okay. Let's finish with this. We've got a few people in the chat, and then we will... Unless something more specified, the default is dropping the last letter. Okay, yeah. To snub means to ignore. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I haven't seen snubbed enough to sort of comment on that, but I guess if you've seen it more than I have, then I'm, you know, sort of happy with that. All right, cool. So the way this works, really easy. It's anagrams, and you get one guess per lock. As you can see, we got to a level 24 in the past at some point. So it starts off easy and gets harder. So here we go. And just type the word as it is. So if the word is face, just no punctuation or anything, just the word face, right? So here we go. So just jump in with anything you see in the chat, right? So bars, okay. And the first couple levels are nice and easy, right? So won't take long for us to whip through these. Taste pan absorb. Nice, got the 6 litre. Beautiful. So this is good anagram practice for cryptic crosswords, right? Let's see. Bros. Orbs is definitely one, right? Orbs is good. Right, that's easy enough. Ors, very good. Yep. So there's a couple of 5s. And we know the 4-letter words, they definitely start with O or R or S, right? There's probably a few B's left. Bors is a good shout. I'm surprised it's not there. Robs. How about... one more will get us there, I reckon. Yeah, Bors, nice. You might have been locked out before, I think. Okay. Well. Oh. Saw and bore. Yeah, nice. Very good. You were still locked. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 1 guess per lock. So we've made it with room to spare, so we're fine. And it does say sinking, so any last hits, if you get in just at the end, it will include it. Cool. So, nice. Next level, it's all we need. Alright, so here we go. So the first few levels are nice and easy, nothing really hard about there. So that's the 8. That's easy. So lots of 4s here. Fail. Calf. Yeah, it's a good one too. Foci, really good one. Yeah, amazing. Loci as well as 1. Awful. Oh, that's really good. Amazing. Cool. Okay. A few more. Maybe 3 more. Yep, loci. As I said, makes sense. And there's 1 more that starts with A or C. Caliph's interesting. Okay. 1 more, I reckon. Foil, nice. Beautiful. Not sure on that, had to try? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we're chilling at the moment, right? There's really no stress here. Okay. So we made it with room to spare, so... Coal, nice. And the more words we get, you know, the more we can maybe skip levels. Nothing's really hard until you get to about level 7 here. Cool. All right. Awesome. We keep going. Okay. Suggest, yeah, well done, Taste, that's it. I was going to say the 7 is always helpful. Because the letters are worth only 1 or 2 points in this situation, we need more words than not to get to the goal. I mean, it's only 40 points, so really we only need like 7 words. Okay. Look at this, amazing. Great teamwork, everybody. 2 more, I reckon, will get us there. Now, definitely guts is going to be 1. Okay. Let's see. Tugs. Someone can do tugs, definitely. I would say that's going to be in there. Okay, and we're there. Gust is good. Gusset. Oh my god. Wild. Love it. Okay. Ooh, Uggs is in there. Oh, sets. Yeah, nice. Get sets. We've made it, so we're okay, but... yeah. Not sure on the rest. Two levels. Nice. We got enough words to go up a level. Awesome. Okay. The 7's going to be... well, glint's going to be a word. Fling's going to be a word. Oh, lifting. Nice. So, glint and... yeah, okay. I can actually spell it. And lint. Nice. Yep. Yep. Nice. Fish. Beautiful. One more will get us there, and lint will be the one. And now we're happy. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. 4 left. Plenty of time. We might actually get them all here. Ting. Okay. 3 left. Filling. Or filing. Yeah. 2 left. Plenty of time still. Flint, right? Making fire. We almost got all the words. Solid effort. 3 levels. Happy. Really good. Alright. Now it gets tricky. Now we're going to see probably a fake letter. Yeah. One of the letters is a fake. So... V or Z probably is fake. We've got to try and work out... invalid is probably the 7-letter word, I reckon. Someone try invalid, otherwise I'll try it shortly, which would make the Z fake. Yep, so Z is fake, that's fine. Anvil's good. Halfway there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So people in the chat, if you just joined, this anagrams, type the word in there in the chat. In this round, Z's fake, so anything without Z is good. 4-letter words minimum. It's easy stuff. Inlaid is so good. Love it. Probably 2 more we need here. Got to use the V here. V's worth 4 points here. Yeah, nice. Beautiful work, people. This is great. Okay. LA. It's going to be LA. LAN. LA. There's a four-letter word LA something, right? Lane, okay. I was going to try nail next. Oh, beautiful. Last little hit there. Nicely done. Another 3 levels. This is great. Amazing work. Here we go. Okay, again a fake letter. So one of X, Y, or L is fake. Okay, X is fake. Nice. It's good to know. So cost is definitely a word then, right? And cozy. Cozy is a word. Definitely cozy goes between cost and cots, I'd say. Right? There's a lot of C words, hey. Clot. Definitely is a word. Okay, so it's CL or CO. Colt. Colt's definitely one. Okay, 2 more C words. One more will get us there. 1 or 2 more. Yeah, nice. Toys. Beautiful. With the Y's 4 points. Cyst is so good. Great find. Okay. We've made it comfortably, so this is good. Doing really well here. Two levels. Nice. Okay. Okay, hidden letter and a fake letter. Okay, vote, yep. Yeah, makes sense. The hidden letter is important here. Really getting that's going to help a lot. Okay. I'm trying to find the hidden letter. Okay. Still don't have a hidden letter. What's the hidden letter, people? That's another D. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a D. Oh, can we get there? Shoot. Oh, come on. One more. Ah. Oh, we may have missed it. Oh, voted for the win. Amazing, Paul. All right, the 11th hour. That's just what we needed. Nice one. Kept us in the game. That's fantastic. I thought we were dead. So good. Ah, brilliant. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. We've had a few people, I think, in the chat maybe come in and out recently. I definitely have seen a few people, because I kind of see the number of people, right? Kind of jumps them down. But with 3 of us, we're doing well. It is going to get harder. But yeah, so people in the chat and you want to jump in, feel free, please. This is great fun. But we're doing well. It was a great save. Okay, hidden letter's a D, right? So we got a D, and the M's fake. So straight away we know what's happening. So tied. Yeah, debit. See, it's great. As soon as you know it's D, we're in business. Right, and now tied TIDE is going to be 1 for sure. Yep, nice. Okay, one more will get us there. Buy, no, not bide. Yeah, nice. No, M's fake. So we've got 2 left. We got a B something. Got them all. Perfect. We got 5 levels. Look at this. Look at us go. It's fantastic. See, straight away getting, I don't know why I chose B-Day of all words, but getting the D, knowing what's hidden and therefore what's fake, with that perfect word is brilliant, right? It just gives you all the information you need. So that was a fantastic pull. All right, level 19. It's going to really ramp up now, though. Okay, look at this. My God. It's not going to be a word. This is pretty hard. 4's not good anymore. Oh, that's a good call. Sorry, I missed that. Oh, it doesn't show the word. Oh my God, pix. So pixel is correct. So the hidden's an S. Hidden letter's an S, and it doesn't show the answer anymore. My God. We're dead now, I think. Okay, so licks and picks are correct. Lipstick, nice. So C is fake. No, R is fake. And the hidden's an S. Lipstick, lipstick, lipstick. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Now it shows the answer. Yeah, we need a few more people around to get us through here. It's pretty tough now. Yeah, nah, we're done. Whoa, that ramped up real fast. That was really hard. Really, really hard. But we did so well there. With only 3 of us to get to 19. I mean, we got all the words at level 14. Finding the hidden letter, and therefore the fake letter. This game's fun, but it does get hard, right? And the more people you have, the better are your chances. Like, we got to 24 at one point. So you know how many people we would have had at that point and how good we would have been going, to get to 24. We're not that far off. But if we get a half a dozen people in the chat rather than just, say, 3 of us. And it ramps up too, right? Like, I started guessing 4-letter words, not even realising that 4s are no good anymore, as Taste pointed out in the chat. So I was kind of wasting my time in that level a little bit. And not showing the answers as well, them being hidden. Like, that's tough. So, all in all, I think we did really well. All things considered. So, nice. I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it there. So, I think that was good, fun stream. A couple of nice cryptic crosswords. Good, fun puzzles and some good, fun words on stream at the end. So, yeah, happy with that. So, yeah, look, we'll see next week. As I said earlier in the stream, if there are enough people around to do a collaborative cryptic crossword construction to start one of those, we can do that. No worries. Thanks for jumping in. I'm always happy for people to come in for, a minute, a second, a moment, an hour, contribute, chat, lurk, all the good fun stuff. If people are around and we want to do a cryptic crossword collaborative stream, awesome. If we don't have maybe enough of us, or if people are not keen, then we can do something else. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, if you're keen, let me know. And yeah, that might happen next week. We'll see. But yep, that's going to do it for me now, folks. Thanks very much for chatting, for lurking, for coming along. Good fun stuff. Yeah, totally. It's always good fun stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you all next week. For now, truck out. Bye for now.